Well, a fine good morning all. This is Patricia and I am traveling for history. I'm in the Bisbee Restoration Museum located in Bisbee, Arizona. And I'm in the basement here. Now, this is closed to the public, so I have special permission to film down here. So we're going to have a good time. So let's start over here. These look like mining hats. Bisbee is a mining town, copper mining in particular. So, primarily. So all sorts of neat stuff. Everything in the museum has been donated by people or family members of people who had lived in Bisbee. All the things, 3 stories of goodies you can look at. I filmed it. I filmed those things, so you can watch my videos. If you can't make it here, $5 as of the filming of this video. $5 for adults to come and visit. So, I'm not sure what all is down here. Some things that had been down here are now upstairs. So, that's really fabulous. Chairs from someplace. Some sort of canvas thing. Cowboy dolls. Oh, that's not, maybe that's ceramic. Is that metal? I'm not sure what material that is. Can you hear though? Solid. Hey, I'm a bad guy. Is that paint? He may have been burned up. Anyway, kind of neat stuff. He's the bad guy because he's wearing a mask. Ooh, lots of chairs down here. I'm going to have to ask where they came from. Ooh, a display case. Yeah, I love these areas that are not available to the public. They have the darndest things in them. In the attic, another video I created, and again, the public is closed to the public. It just had a lot of typewriters. There are a lot of typewriters here. I had a lot of interesting things, instruments and all sorts of stuff. Why write letters? Fascinating. The picture that is right there, that's in Tombstone, Arizona, on the outskirts. It's a monument to the man who discovered it, founded it. It's been a few years since I filmed it, or photographed it. Got some pictures here. Let's continue on. This part of the downstairs is not as interesting as other areas, but American Chain. Echo, made in the USA by American Chain Division. American Chain and Cable Company, Inc., Bridgeport, Connecticut. And that's that green display piece back there. That's another one of those fuse boxes. We saw one on, I'd call it the second floor, but it's really a mezzanine. And another one on the 3rd floor, which would actually, I guess, be the 2nd floor, since there's a mezzanine. But I love these things. I love them. I think they're really cool. But if you buy a house, you want circuit breakers. What does this sign say? Bisbee Restoration Association and Historical Society. Carry Safe Company, Buffalo, New York. I think this is a gun cabinet. It looks like one to me. How far back can I go? Here we go. And you see those right there. Those aren't shelves. It looks like for things to lean against them. So I think they're for guns. But hey, correct me if I'm wrong. All right, let's continue on. More display, another display case. And then that'd be, I'm thinking that's a post office item right there. Or maybe it came from a hotel. Those could be places for keys. Ooh, what's this? A scale of some sort. Donated by Paul Durrett. Not sure if it's an A or U. Huh. Definitely a scale. Don't know what it measured though. But if you know, please let me know. Nice big sign. I'll come back to these two things later, which we're talking an elevator shaft and a safe. So, pool table. Massive legs on that thing. Good Lord. No one's going to tip that sucker over. Huh. Pictures. And diplomas and certificates and stuff like that here. Absolute gold mine, so to speak, of great stuff. Ooh, what's this stuff that's dusty? Oh, what's that? A crocodile? Alligators? Well, it's one of the two. Huh. Wild. This is an iron. This is a handle for one. Would have had something around this to make it a little bit cooler to hold as the women would press the garments. What is this? Is that a light? What if that had been a light? Kind of looks like one. Fascinating. And then there's these two things here, these two green. They look like brackets. Wonder what they held up. Huh. They have a lot of these things too, these adding machines. I wonder, can I get this for you? Yeah, there you go. This is flat. And no, those aren't holes. I think, I wonder if these held lamps, like oil lamps. Excuse me, as I ponder life. So try to figure that out. And then up here we have whatever this stuff is. Maybe it's cowboy stuff. And who doesn't love cowboy stuff? Cool. Oh yeah, here we go. File cabinet, step stool, and board. E.F. Hutton, Brokerage Office, Brewery Gulch. Donated by Pat and Lee Meenan. Huh. I love things like this. With all these drawers and cubbies. Just, yay. Another scale. Does this say anything on it? It does. What does it say? Come on. Ornery phone today. It's not a happy phone. I'm uploading a video. Oh, Jacobs. I think, is it Jacobs? Maybe it's LaCours? Geez, oh, Pete. Hard to tell. Can I read it this way? Yeah, LaCours, New York, USA. All right, let's continue on. What is this thing a part of? Oh, there's information there, but can I read it? Jewelry sandblasting machine. Well, that's what that is. Alrighty, as we continue on. That's a big scale. Holy cow. If you're in the Burlington area of Burlington, Vermont, you go to Union Station, they have a big scale, sort of like this, but it also has the dial that tells you how much something weighs. No, you can't touch it. No, don't step on it. But it is something to feast your eyes on. That's pretty neat. These are harnesses for horses. Or instruments. They love instruments up in the attic too. And on the floor as well. Bisbee High School display. Holy cow. Definitely looks like maybe a chimney part. World War I Army pup tent stove. Oh, excuse me. World War I Army pup tent stove used by the soldiers. See a couple of canteens there. Those discs on the right. And looks like some horse items too. Looks like fuel cans. Now this area here, you can see, is being bolstered by these beams. And, oh God, that's a big spider. Oh. Excuse me a moment to catch my breath. Whew. Okay, I think we're ready to go. Oh, that's big. In case it wasn't noticeable, I'm afraid of spiders. Okay, so this area is outside. It is the sidewalk area, and I talked about the lights. The squares in the sidewalk are glass, purple glass, that let light shine through. But as we can see, this part of the sidewalk has been bolstered by these beams. Yeah. So, anyway, there's that. Oh, God. Did I make it move? I did not, thank goodness. All right, let's look at the table stuff now. Photographs. Prospector and Burrow, Dan McGowan, A. Thorin. Easter Sunday Mine, Bisbee, December 31, 1911. Photo from the collection of the Bisbee Restoration Museum. Well, I was just thinking, see, they're dead, their children are dead, their grandchildren may be dead. I bet you their great-grandchildren are still alive, but getting up in age. My friend told me that they have a display, dentist office sort of display. It's in one of my videos. I'll put a link to it in this one. And the great-grandson came in and was talking about his great-grandfather and grandfather were dentists. Maybe his dad too. Maybe his dad as well. But yeah, darn things. And then on the right we have Baptisto, wife Madalena, Chito, and Lucy Coretto. Let me see if I can zoom in for you. And some other photos over here. I don't know who they are. I hope they're labeled. Yeah, my mother had a family album, and most were not labeled. And she only knew some of them. And then she never labeled them. So, oh, Lordy May. Don't know what that's a picture of. Looks like, oh, they have the star on them. So that means they're deputies. I'm guessing they're deputized. Huh. They have a ton of toasters in this place. So this sign here says the electric toaster makes toast so different, so delicious, wholesome, healthful, a crispy, golden, wee toast done to an even rightness through and through, clean and good, made right on the table too, meant for the breakfast table, for a boudoir convenience, for tempting the invalid's appetite. Not only makes delicious toast, but is so handy for keeping the coffee hot during breakfast. Set the coffee pot on the shelf, you can make a rare bit there too. Improved El Tosto scent, Improved El Tosto scent, express prepaid if your dealer does not handle it for $4. Please name the dealer whom you asked for it. Guaranteed for 2 years. That was fun to read, I have to say. El Tosto. See, it's not just modern day where they have these gimmicks, is it now? Nope. I'll come back to that. Just a bunch of boxes here. I don't know of what. I'm not going to move stuff to find out either. Oh, what's on here? Pool Champion will show at Wallace's. New fixtures. A lot of new fixtures have been installed in the Wallace Pool Hall, which has improved the appearance of the place considerable. A number of marble stands with showcases have been installed also. Ed now has the finest billiard palace in Cochise County. Don't know where that's located, though, or was located. I'll have to ask my friend. And then, picture of these folks. No idea who they are. All right. Gosh, there's a walker here, too. Jeez Louise. Remember globes? They were neat, and they were fun to spin. Wow. The Colosseum in Rome. I have a gumball machine like that at home. And a little lantern, a coffee urn, some luggage. This looks like a vacuum cleaner. Paul Enright, Airway Sanitizer. Huh. How cool is that? Some fake fruit. Ooh, toolbox. Oh, I am not a girly girl, in case that has not come across yet. But I love stuff like this. Look at all this cool stuff. A percolator. You plug it in, electric coffee maker. Kind of fancy one. It was fun to watch it percolate. Lantern up there. More lanterns. A sombrero. What does it say? Ice crusher, donated by Mr. and Mrs. Bob Chinders. I'm not sure. An ice maker. I'm guessing that's an oil lamp. Huh. Wonder what that is up there. So far back, I can't get a good look at it. But if you know what that is, please put in the comments below. I learned a lot from folks who offer comments. Sunbeam. Foam chamber. I'm guessing it's a carpet cleaner. And I remember vacuums like this. How about you? Mom had one. It was blue. Well, it was similar to this. It was blue. And had so inside, this bag would fill up, and then you open the bag and dump it out. There was no bag inside of it, because that was a bag. I think that's a spittoon. In saloons, you'd be chewing tobacco, and then, you spit. The spittoons on the floor to catch it. Disgusting. All sorts of light bulbs. They do have a lot of lights in this place. And more. Wow, look at all that. I thought I had a lot of these things, but no. And then more light globes. All kinds of light globes. I found a whole bunch in the attic as well. Little lights. That's a soldering iron. I was wondering, this saw, circular saw, had a 2-prong or 3-prong cord, but it has a 3-prong cord. When I was going through my father's stuff, he had tools, power tools that had 2 prongs, and I remember them from growing up back in the 70s. All right, let's go see some of the cool stuff now. This here, let's get a better view of that thing, because I love this stuff. Ooh, there's something hollow down there. Under the concrete. That's not a good sign. Okay, this is a fire cart. It would have been attached to the horse-drawn fire truck, if you will, and likely would have been connected that way. Now, in Burlington, Vermont, story goes that 2 fire truck companies arrived at a house fire, and they were from 2 different insurance companies. So they argued so long about who was going to hook up to the hydrant that the house burned down. I don't think it was too long after that private fire companies stopped being private. The city provided public fire department. But look at that. Oh, I love these things. Dang-a-lang. And what does it say here? Donated from, right? hose cart restored and donated by the Bisbee Fire Department. Yay for Bisbee Fire Department. I don't think that sign's really readable. Is this for this? What does that say? Nope. Nothing interesting on that. All right. Let's go look at the safe. Now the safe is blocked open. The door will not open any further because the floor buckled, and so whatever that is, looks like wiring. Oh yeah, it's definitely wiring. I hate to say this, but the concrete floor is giving. It feels soft under me. Oh, I have not experienced that before. I mean, I'm fat, but I'm not that fat. So let's see what we can see in there. Light on. I can't get in there. Besides being too fat, there's something right here as well. So I just can't get in there. They were really hoping. I remember when this closed and they got it open. I mean, they were so excited they thought there'd be something in here of value, and well, no. Oh, those are Department of Civil Defense. Are those? I think those are rations. Oh no, sanitary. I don't know what they're for. It does say up here. Yeah. Turn that off. Frankenberg Brothers and Newman. See? Right there. And on this side, Carey Safe Company, Buffalo, New York. Very fancy though, right? Not as fancy as something. Oof. Floor goes down. So down here it says Richardson Brothers, General Agents, San Francisco, California. I haven't seen a three-letter abbreviation for a state in decades now, but when I was a kid, it was a three-digit abbreviation. Perhaps you remember that as well. If so, hey, tell us about that. Plenty of room in the comments for everyone to have a say. Okay, so this is what the floor looks like in this area. We can see the concrete is all broken up. It was that side that felt mushy under my feet. I'm not that fat. Not fat enough to bend to concrete. All right, and now la pièce de la résistance, the elevator shaft. Yep. So there is clearly an elevator in this building. It goes to all four floors. It's operated by a pulley system. I'm not going to step inside of that, but I'll certainly get in as far as I can. So it's a pulley system. There's no electricity that runs it. And my friend was telling me that she's pulled the ropes and it will go up, but you just don't want to do that. So let's put this on. There are the pulleys I was just talking about. And up on the fourth floor, up in the attic, which is up on the fourth floor, they have a dumbwaiter. So it was just made into a smaller hole for the elevator. So imagine they would offload merchandise. And that floor was used, too. It's an attic now, but it wasn't back then. Oh, it is on the floor, but I don't feel comfortable stepping into the elevator. Dang. Dang-a-lang. That's an interesting structure for this, don't you think? Maybe? And we can see the nice wide planking for the most part. And I do some stupid things for this channel. Well, let's step on the beam here. Try to determine, that looks like a concrete wall, a cinder block wall. Nice breeze coming in though. In case you're wondering about the temperature today in Bisbee, Arizona, which is a few miles from the Mexican border, but it's a mile high, so it tends to be more temperate. But it's supposed to be a high of 48 degrees Fahrenheit today. It's a little breezy. I'm wearing a windbreaker with my sweatshirt, and I'm pretty comfortable. And there are others with, the parkas on. Yeah. Anything else up there? I don't see anything else. But it's pretty cool. You can see the cable on this side, and cable on that side. So, if you're loving this kind of stuff as much as I am. Oh, look at that. That rope there, can you see it? That's not looking like happy rope. Holy cow. Yeah, just know. Just know. And this is the elevator. Holy cow. The stuff they would do, regardless of safety. All right. Well, this is Patricia, and I am traveling for history. Appreciate your coming along with me as I explored the basement of the Bisbee Restoration Museum located in Bisbee, Arizona. They're open as of the filming of this video, Friday and Saturday, 10:30 to 3. $5 for adults as of the filming of this video, and it's a hoot. If you like Historical Society museums, you're going to love this place. And if you think museums are stuffy, forget about that. They have a lot of great stuff here, lots of great stories. Everyone's a volunteer. They know stuff. They know fun stuff. Fun stories. I should mention, I forgot to mention this at the top, so hopefully you're still watching, that like any other museum, I'm sure any place in the world, but especially Historical Society museums, they can certainly use our love. What's our love? Our love is if you can volunteer, that can be anything, not just being out on the floor and collecting money and stuff, saying hi to people and all that. You could do things behind the scene. Are you a plumber? I'm sure that you could use plumbing help. Concrete, pour concrete, they probably use that too. Electrician, I think you understand. If you're in the trades, so if you have a desire to help out, that's how you offer your love. Another way, of course, is giving them money, because it helps keep the museum open. The lights on, the heat on, and collections growing. Alrighty, on that fabulous note, I hope you enjoyed today's tour. This is Patricia. I'm traveling for history, and until I see you again, I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day. See you soon. Bye now.